Hello, I just want to make a quick video reading through the Pepsi Arnell PDF, the classic Pepsi Redesign PDF. Let's go. Breathtaking design strategy, 2008, 0804, the Arnell Group. So they think work in progress, 2008, 804. So just starting off, they think that this design strategy is a fantastic strategy. They think it's breathtaking, in fact. So if it's breathtaking, then it's gotta be a fantastic design philosophy. Let's continue. A. Breaking the code for innovation. From convention to innovation. Okay, so the explanation of this line, that with this logo, they want to innovate. They wanna break from the norm. They gotta. It's obvious. Let's just continue. It's obvious. Breathtaking trajectory of innovation. How do we move from convention to innovation? Why, you see, it's simple. There's convention. There's innovation. We draw an arrow between them, and there you go. B. By investing our history in brandies, those of you create a new trajectory forward. Convention, innovation, so we have this one, but instead, see the old Pepsi logo, that trash Pepsi logo, you see, it's placed more towards convention, so our DNA should be going in the same direction as innovation, and it has the potential to, but we just gotta bring it there. I have no idea what the Y would mean in this instance, though. The investment in our DNA leads to breakthrough innovation and allows us to move out of the traditional linear system and into the future. Okay, so I have the same diagram before, but instead with a smaller arrow being pointed to the end of this arrow, and now the end of this arrow is labeled as future. Continued investment provides us with a clear source for reinvention. So we have that same diagram, but now the future is going back to our current Pepsi logo. The Pepsi logo that they figure out using all sorts of fantastical methods. I can't help but laugh. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever read. And this is starting to get to the point where, yeah, I can kind of see this. I can kind of see where they're going with this, but it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I forgot to read this. Continued investment provides us with a clear resource for reinvention. Okay. B. The origins of creative endeavors. Universal design principles and PepsiCo's brand heritage. So this means that they're trying to be creative and trying to figure out their new logo based on design principles. Because we got to remember, everything's connected. Breathtaking brand heritage and the aesthetics of simplicity. The Pepsi ethos has evolved over time. The vocabulary of truth and simplicity is a recurring phenomena in the brand's history. It communicates the brand with a timeless manner and an expression of clarity. Pepsi breathtaking builds on this knowledge. True innovation always begins by investigating the historic path. Going back to the roots moves the brand forward as it changes the trajectory of the future. So if we didn't hire the Arnell Group, the entire future would be different. Okay. So we have the evolution of the Pepsi. 1910. It looks like a beer bottle. 1970. A kid. And then 2009. What will we do? Question mark. Breathtaking. Universal design principles. Breathtaking is a strategy based on the evolution of 5,000 plus years of shared ideas and design philosophy, creating an authentic constitution of design. This chart documents the origin and evolution of intellectual property. Okay. Zoom time. Okay, so we have this thing, which I don't know what it means. I don't want to know what it means. And we have here. Okay, so this is the history of this is the history. Let's go. Okay, so we start off in 300 BC with the Vastustastra. I know I'm going to pronounce all of these wrong. Hindu tradition of numerical harmony is the spatial harmonizer, okay? This is just normal things that you get, don't get, house grid, natural sunflower grid. In 1920 and 600 BC, I can't speak. The Musica Mundana. Pythagoras created spatial hierarchies for musical scales, Euclidean geometry, proportions of a circle, and the subproportions. 300 BC. Oh, here's the classic, the absolute classic, the golden ratio. Euclid explores the mathematics and proportion of nature. The natural golden spiral, the Parthenon, the Mona Lisa with squares. The geometric golden mean. In 278 BC, we have Feng Shui, ancient Chinese art in placement and spatial arrangement. So the natural magnetic energy, duality and balance in the elements of energy. And then in 70 BC, we have the Vitruvian principle. In the architectura, he demands strong, useful, and beautiful. And we just skip ahead like 1,400 years or so about to the art of building. Alberti draws on the relation of numbers and areas. Okay, 1455, the Vitruvian Renaissance, rediscovery of the Vitruvian principles and their publication. So this shows off Vitruvian principles. All right, La Geometrie. Descartes develops the Cartesian coordinate system. The Mobius strip. Mobius creates a surface with only one side and one edge. 1949, the modular. Le Corbusier draws algebraic relations in the human body. And what comes up after all of these fantastic art achievements? Why, none other than Pepsi Cola! Pepsi introduces breathtaking. I'm probably going to keep it slightly zoomed in. But, and what do all these circles mean, you may ask? I have no idea. Let's continue. Breathtaking, iconic geometry, derived from PepsiCo's rich packaging legacy and inspired by some of its earliest forms and proportions. Breathtaking revitalizes the essence of PepsiCo and created an iconic shape for the brand. Okay, so we have the keg in 1898. 1900, we get to the bottles. 1910, still bottles. 1920, still bottles. 1930, still bottles. 1940, still bottles. 1950, still bottles. 1960, still bottles. 1970, short bottles. 1980, also short bottles. 1990, longer bottles. Now in 2000, the plastic bottle. Retain the best of PepsiCo's history and shape the next PepsiCo bottle into an icon of the brand. So what do? Do we just average out all the dimensions of all of them? And then we just put them together? We also have all of them overlaid on top of each other for some reason? Doesn't... Okay, sure, we'll go with it. Breathtaking! Tracing the Pepsi DNA. 1898. 1898. Or 1896 Pepsi geometry. Why are the dates different? 1896 Pepsi geometries. Perimeter oscillations. The Pepsi DNA finds its origin in the dynamic of perimeter oscillations. This new identity manifests itself in an authentic geometry that is to become proprietary to the Pepsi culture. So I can't use these letters. Damn. Also, look at these circles. The circle of life. Everything is connected. Tracing the Pepsi DNA, 1905. 1905, Pepsi geometries. Perimeter oscillations. More of the circles drawn over the logo with no sins whatsoever. 1906, Pepsi geometries. Perimeter oscillations. More circles drawn over it that have no meaning whatsoever. How fun. Just more of that, but with the different logos. I'm not reading all this. This feels like padding. I get that everything's connected, but how is this connected? No, Now we're getting to the newer Pepsi logos. Well, newer. So let's scroll. Nope, tracing the Pepsi DNA, 1998. There we go. Towards innovation, projecting Pepsi's future, applying the universal laws to establish a blueprint for the brand. Breathtaking, creation of identity, precedence. Artists and architects have proportioned their works approximate to the golden ratio, especially in the form of the golden rectangle, in which the ratio of the longer side doesn't show as the golden ratio. I believe this proportion to be universally and aesthetically pleasing. The golden ratio applies an essential role in human perception of beauty. The height and width of the Parthenon is proportioned to yield a golden rectangle. Leonardo da Vinci studied the proportion of the human face and applied his findings in the Mona Lisa painting. Book format and page layout based on the golden proportion the diameter of the Mona show increases proportionately with the golden ration. Breathtaking creation of identity, a blueprint for proportions. The golden ratio starts with a square. So you see, we have a square. A and A. We add some dotted lines to it. We add a line inside and a dotted circle. We change the line inside to a dotted circle and remove the circle. We make the lines here slightly bold and add an angle. A is equal to that and B is equal to that. Yep. And there we go. We have a spiral. That definitely didn't require that. Okay, so here we go. The Pepsi ratio. Copyright trademark. It starts with a circle. Hold on. I think the Chad move would actually be to follow the guide right here. So hold on. Give me a sec. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Yep. Let's just. Okay, so the Pepsi ratio. Let's follow this guide and paint. If paint would show up. Here we go. I know you can't quite see all of it because of how I have it set up, but we'll just scroll down here. Okay, so start with a circle with a diameter D is equal to A. So we'll just draw a circle that is definitely going to be a completely straight circle right here. 10 out of 10 circle by me right here. Okay, so we want to find its center and draw two same size circles with a lower diameter. Okay, so I'd argue about right there is its center. So we will just draw another set of circles. Yep, that's perfect. So we rotate the center line by 45 degrees. I'm just approximating most of this here. So like right there, place its center on the intersection of the drawing thing. So we go down here. So we just do about this. So we just do yep, Pepsi right here. Draw a circle that lies within the larger one, its diameter such that it touches all circles exactly and in only one point. So yep. Yep. Okay, here we go, boys. Rotate the center line by 56 degrees. Place the small circle in the center on the intersection with that. Yep. We're going good so far. Yep. The Pepsi brand is created by intersecting circles with a set proportion to one another. The coordinates are marked X. The Pepsi ratio coordinates are marked. The Pepsi ratio is created by two similar circles that are in a set ratio to one another. The golden circle 8. The Pepsi in conclusion, the Pepsi ratio is aesthetic geometry. How did literally any of this have any relation to that? That was pointless. Anyways, breathtaking, the creation of identity, scales and dynamic relationships. The aesthetic, the geometry of aesthetics, proportion. The golden ratio establishes a proportion of one part relative to another. Playing by these rules produces an aestheticsism. I don't think that's how you spell it, but I'm gonna check. I'm just gonna spell check the gamers right at Arnell Group, who redesigned the logo, and everything is connected, and made sure that everything is connected. Nope, not how you spell it. It is universally accepted to be in balance and harmony. The Pepsi aesthetic respects these rules. The brand identity can be derived from two circles that have a set relation to one another. Bunch of circles. The golden ratio spiral right here, and then the spiral is consumed by circles, but Pepsi circles. We gotta remember. A rectangle with an angle in it, a circle inside another circle, circles beside each other, and top of each other, beside each other, and that keeps getting smaller. Descending circles or squares of descending size, and circles of descending size. The geometry of aesthetics, dynamics. We have the circle. We have the Pepsi logo. You can see there are two circles right here. There are more circles. Yep, circle, 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 circle. Then we just remove this outer circle. And then we have that right there. And Pepsi logo. Yep, that's how it works. Okay, here we go. Breathtaking. Creation of identity. Dynamic forces. The Earth geodynamo. A naturally occurring electric generator in fluid motion. Dang it, hold on. Sorry about that, let's continue. The Earth's geodynamo. A naturally occurring electric generator in fluid motion that generates and sustains the Earth's magnetic field. A, in terms of Pepsi, the Pepsi globe. B, the magnetic fields. Magnetic fields exert forces on inner and outer surfaces of the Earth. Okay. The Pepsi energy fields. Symmetrical energy fields are in balance, as you can see right here. The Pepsi also has magnetic fields. I didn't know, so the Pepsi can attract consumers to it. Yeah, that's how it is. Magnetic dynamics. Magnetic field are impacted by sun radiation and wind motion. The Pepsi globe's dynamics. Emotive forces shape the gestalt of the brand identity. Breathtaking. Creation of identity. The multiple perspectives. Multiple point of views. One object. Okay. Okay. Multiple points of views. One object. 0 degrees. A line. 15 degrees. A very long oval. Oval, 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 oval. Circle, oval, 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 oval. And we're back to mini oval. And then we have the classic one identity, multiple emotions. So we have the smile. So we have the face. We have that face. We have a smile, incessantly happy face. We have creepily happy, staring directly at me, oh god, face. We have more of those faces. We have a Nike logo, man. We have a fat Nike logo, man. We have a smile, 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 smile. Then we have okay, this is the real that face. These two, yeah, these two right here. That though, ooh yeah. What was our Nell group thinking when they put these here? Breathtaking, the creation of identity, the face of a new generation. So we have more of these. We have the same ones. We have more of them staring creepily at me. Breathtaking, the creation of identity, a multi-dimensionalized brand. Emotion transforms 2D into 3D. A sphere is defined as the circle formed, but you know what that is. The brand identity is dimensionalized through motion. So say if I'm rotating a Pepsi can, if I'm rotating down the aisle and I see the Pepsi can rotating, I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta have some of that mouth-watering Pepsi. Oh yeah. Creation of identity. Color theory. Objective color / subjective emotion. Each color on the color wheel is associated with a subjective psychic and emotional value. The breathtaking color palette. The breathtaking color palette is derived using a scientific method of color design based on the product's essence and primary features. So we have cool. We have for Pepsi, we have the cool fresh for the Pepsi Match. We have the energetic and balanced for the caffeine-free Pepsi. And we have the cool rich and fresh for the Diet Pepsi. And then we have the cool light fresh for the caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. Breathtaking. Creation of identity. Gravitational pull. Attraction theory. The Pepsi proposition. Establishment of a gravitational pull to shift from a transactional experience to an invitational one. Or to an invitational expression. The typical life path from a star to Earth. The typical shopping aisle. You see how similar they are? They're not exactly. And then we have the light path with the gravitational pull. And then we have the gravitational pull of Pepsi. So their idea is that Pepsi is so strong, it will gravitationally pull you to it, and you cannot stop it. So we have the relativity of space and time. And then we have the Pepsi proposition / the Pepsi aisle. Okay, yep, this makes sense. So their idea is to use the gravitational pull of Pepsi, so that they can just pull, so that instead of having you go up here and then be pulled down, instead you can go right around it as is. The 3D Pepsi aisle, the classic. And then finally, breathtaking creation of identity, the Pepsi universe. The universe expands exponentially with fx is equal to e to the power of x. That, and then 1 light year is equal to that many miles per hour. B. The Pepsi orbits dimensionalize exponentially. X is equal to 1 light year. The Pepsi planet. X is equal to 2 light year. The Pepsi galaxy. X is equal to 8 light year. The Pepsi universe. That's just a quick little thing I wanted to do. Bye.